up your attitude, making love till you take it back.
So for this look, I'm starting off with a fairly light neutral brown shade, and I'm applying this all over my lid for a nice wash of color. This will make it really easy for when we put on other darker colors, and it will make it a lot easier to blend. So I'm just using a nice fluffy brush to get this color all over my entire lid and making sure that there are no harsh lines. Next, we're going to be going in with this dark brown shade, and it's important not to put too much pressure at first. I'm applying a little bit of this dark brown shade on the outer crease of my eye, and then I'm dragging this brown shade down to my lash line, making sure only to drag the brown shade to about halfway through my lash line. And I'm also making sure that I'm flicking upwards. For this look, you really want to take your time to really layer the colors together and really try to flick your wrist so that you're constantly doing it in an upward motion to create a nice sultry cat eye effect. Going in with a decently clean fluffy brush, I am now fluffing out the outer edges to make sure everything is seamless. Then grabbing a smaller brush, I'm dipping into the black shade, and now we are really going to smoke out the lash line. Using the black shade, it's really important that you layer this and you go in multiple steps so you don't make too many mistakes. Going in with an even smaller pencil brush, I'm picking up the black eyeshadow and really deepening up the lash line and flicking my wrist upwards to create a nice catty eyeliner effect. It is really important for this step that we do multiple layers so that we can get a nice opaque color. Going in with the same dark brown eyeshadow that we used before, I am just deepening up the crease to provide an extra seamless look. Since my eyeliner wasn't completely perfect, I'm just using concealer to clean up the edge to make it nice and sharp. For the lower lash line, I'm going in with the initial color we used for the transition shade, and I'm applying that all over my lower lash line. Then I'm going in with the black shadow and only doing my lash line from the outer to halfway through my lower lash line. It's important that you don't do the entire lash line, otherwise it will make your eyes seem more closed. Here I'm going back in with the black eyeshadow just to make it symmetrical with the other eye that I did and just to extend the cat eye a little bit further. I'm going in with the translucent setting powder. This is just to set my corner of the eyeliner. I think it helps to make the look a little bit more natural and a little bit more blended. So this is a good trick if you guys are doing this tutorial. The next step is brows, and of course I'm using my trusty favorite Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade medium brown, and I'm just lightly doing my brow. Here you can see that I'm just doing little feather-like strokes, really just trying to fill in my brow. Because the eyeshadow is fairly strong, I would recommend that you would also do a fairly strong brow just to match the overall look. Like always, I really like to clean up my brow using concealer, and I think that this really makes the brow a little bit more snatched and more perfect. And this is a tip that I like to do after I do this eyeshadow, because I think when you use the concealer to clean it up, it kind of acts like a highlight. Next step is just curling my lashes. I don't have too many lashes, so it's not that noticeable when I put on falsies, but I just like to curl my lashes a little bit so it kind of blends in with the falsies that I'm using. For this look, I really like to do lower mascara because I really feel like it helps to accentuate the eyes and it really provides a more doll-like sexy look. For this, I'm using the D-Up Volume Extension Mascara, which is really good at not smudging, and so far it's been my absolute favorite as in terms of non-flaky and non-smearing. For the final step for the brows, I'm just using a little bit of brow gel just for us to set the brows in place. The next step is bronzer, and here I'm using the Hourglass Luminous Bronzer in I think it's the lightest shade, and I really like this bronzer because I feel like it blends things out really well and really evenly, and it is a really buildable formula, so I will definitely be purchasing the full size when I run out of this one. The next step is contour, and this is the new product that I've been using, which is the Wet n Wild Contour Palette, which I discovered a few videos back in my Trying Trendy Beauty Products from TikTok. I really like it because not only is it really affordable, but I feel like it's also a really good dupe for the Hoola bronzer, and I like that it's slightly cooler, so I think it gives a more natural nose contour. Something I also frequently do is I also bake my nose. I think that this helps make the contour lines for the nose a little bit sharper and cleaner, and I think it overall helps to tie the look a lot better. Next step we're going in is going to be blush. I'm using a matte apricot blush. For this entire look, I really wanted to keep it really matte, mostly because when you're on camera, when you're on Zoom, you can't really tell the highlight, and sometimes highlight looks greasy, so I feel like an entirely matte look often looks better. For lips, we're going to be going in with this coconut lip liner from Kylie Cosmetics. I do like to slightly overline my lips because I don't think I have the biggest lips in the world, so I do enjoy overlining them slightly. And then after I apply lip liner, the next product I'm going to be using is this new Korean lipstick that I've been using. I got it off of YesStyle, and I really love Korean lip products because I feel like they're very moisturizing and they're velvety and they're definitely not too dry at all. So I'll put the link in the bio for all the products that I've used in this video. The last step is highlighter. I only wanted to put a little bit on my nose. I actually put a little bit too much, so what I did was I put my brush in translucent powder and I just kind of dusted it over on top just to mute it a little bit because it was a little bit too intense for my liking. And that's the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up so you can let me know that you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I don't wanna let you down. It's the only thing I think about every morning. You know my life ain't figured out, but I promise if you stick around it'll never get boring. We'll spend nights, cheap red wine, look at flats even though we can't afford them. I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna lose you now.